How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Eclectic Improvement. So in this video, I would like to talk about my solo travel experience to LA, and also in particular discuss an event that I recently attended in that area, the YAGI Nation Meetup with ICEcold JT, Jordan Green, and Bryce Wilson. So to start out with, when I heard about this event for the first time, this was about a month ago, and I was just scrolling through YouTube, and I saw ICEcold JT's announcement that this event would be happening. I got really excited. And the reason why is because ICEcold JT and Jordan Green, they are my favorite YouTubers of all time. I'm talking top 2. And the reason why is because this YouTube channel, Eclectic Improvement, this YouTube channel would not exist without them. And I'm not exaggerating here, because both of these guys have really influenced me. You know, seeing their success on the platform, seeing what they've been able to achieve, seeing how they've been able to achieve financial freedom and to be able to drop out of college, be able to focus on YouTube full time and to make that their career, and to, do what it is that they want to do in life, pursue their dreams, pursue their aspirations, and make a living out of helping young people, helping people in general become the best version of themselves, giving people the motivation, giving people the inspiration, giving people the information that they need to succeed and to become their happiest, healthiest versions in life. That's something that I want for myself as well. I want to be able to influence people and to have that impact where I can help young men or people in general, if they're feeling lost, if they're feeling hopeless, if they're feeling like there's really like no silver lining for them in life. I want to be able to have that influence and have that way with my words where I can help people and to give them that motivation to get back up and to keep moving forward and to keep pushing forward and to keep working hard, keep focusing on themselves to become their greatest versions and to never give up on their dreams. That's something that I want. And seeing, these two young men, these like both ICEcold JT and Jordan Green, they're around my age, maybe like a year older, but they're around my age, and seeing how they've been able to succeed and have this kind of influence on people has really inspired me. And so that's why I started this YouTube channel, is because I want to have the same impact, on young men in particular that ICEcold JT, Jordan Green, Hamza, First Man, what these guys have, their influence on young men and how they're influencing the mindsets of young men and like helping them become their greatest versions, and to encourage them to be ambitious and to pursue what it is they want to have in life, and to be confident in themselves, and to focus on their physical, their mental health, focus on their careers, and just focus on all these different things. This is the kind of impact that I want to have, not just on young men, but also just people in general. I want to inspire the world. I want to inspire everybody. And so with that being said, I had to go over there and meet them and just thank them for the influence that they've had on me and how they've impacted my life. And I was able to do that at the event, which I'm very grateful to have done. So during this whole vacation, my whole experience in LA, I did a lot of things for the first time. I boarded a plane for the first time since 2005. And keep in mind, I was 5 years old back then. And I went on the plane for the first time. I bought the plane tickets for the first time. I don't travel very often. I booked a hotel for the first time, learned what that's like. I experienced what it's like to surf for the first time, and I realized around that time that I actually have a hidden talent for surfing. My surfing instructor told me that I am actually like a natural at it, and that was definitely very interesting to hear, because I never really had much of a chance to go surfing in the Midwest, because of course there's no beaches around here. So it was really interesting to kind of get that experience of like going to the beach for the first time since 2005 and like going to surf. I also went to the farmer's market, had a vegan smoothie, had some blueberries. I was listening to the music, absorbing the vibe. I went to the California Heritage Museum, got a taste of California history. I went to the 626 night market, and I got some really good Japanese food. I had some yakisoba, I had some lemonade, had some vegetables, had some watermelon boba. Lots of really great food. I also got to explore the Santa Monica area. I got to explore the Santa Monica Pier, got to see the beach, the boardwalk, got to go see Muscle Beach. I worked out there for a little bit before I went to the YAGI Nation meetup. I went to the Palisades Park, 3rd Street Promenade, just like all types of different landmarks in Santa Monica. And it was definitely very surreal to like see all this stuff, because it's almost exactly how I remembered it when I was 13 and I was playing GTA 5. Like Santa Monica looks almost the same as how I saw it when I was playing GTA 5 back then. And that was a really just kind of surreal, And also I trained at a new jiu-jitsu gym for the first time, got to roll with some different people and learn some new takedowns. And jiu-jitsu is an amazing martial art that has practical applications into the real world. And so it was really awesome to be there and like train there for 2 hours, got to roll with different people, and just got different pointers, from different kinds of people. And so that really helped add to my skill set as a jiu-jitsu practitioner. And then again, I am just a one-stripe white belt, but I'm absorbing as much knowledge and information as I can, and just trying to show up and not have too much of an ego. I'm not out there trying to flaunt how good I am or anything like that. I'm just there to learn. It's just an educational experience, and I'm there to learn. Anytime I show up to a jiu-jitsu gym, that's how it is. And so that was really awesome, because I had never been to like another jiu-jitsu gym besides the gym that I usually go to in my home city. And so it was interesting to kind of roll with different people. I got to eat at all types of different restaurants, and that was really cool to kind of taste all kinds of new food, whether it be Asian food, burgers, Mexican food, some more like fancy types of food, some more expensive fancy types of food. I had quite a variety of different kinds of foods when I traveled to LA, and so that was really awesome to experience. And so with all that being said, I want to get to like the meat and potatoes of this video, which is the YAGI Nation meetup with ICEcold JT, Jordan Green, and Bryce Wilson. So after I got done with my bike tour, so I was cycling for around 5 hours. We took plenty of breaks, lunch breaks, and like stopped to take photos and stuff like that. But we were cycling for around 5 hours. When we got back to the bike shop, I took an Uber, and then I went straight to Muscle Beach. And when I was walking up to Muscle Beach, ICEcold JT, he saw me walk up, and I didn't really know what to say, so I just went, he. And yeah, I got to shake hands with ICEcold JT, and Jordan Green was right next to him, so I got to meet him as well. I took a photo with them, a photo right here, and I got to talk to them and just like say, I'm grateful, thank you for doing what you're doing, and keep it up. And I also had a really good conversation with Bryce Wilson. I took a photo with him, and I had a really good conversation with him about content creation, and just the right mindset that you need to have when you're in this YouTube game, because being a content creator can be kind of tough sometimes, and you got to have hope in yourself, you got to have faith in yourself, and you just got to stay persistent and to keep putting in that work and have faith that one day you will succeed, as long as you keep improving each day. And so I'll never forget the conversation that I had with him. It was a very educational experience for sure. And I had a lot of great conversations with the fellow Yagis. And shout out to Trey, shout out to Chris, shout out to CEO of Gorilla, shout out to Mo, shout out to Michael, shout out to Colton, shout out to Geku, and shout out to everyone else that was there at the YAGI Nation event. Listen, you guys were awesome. I had such a great time talking with everybody at the event, and getting different perspectives and talking to people. And like, some of these people came from far away places, like coming in from entirely different countries, flew in to go see ICEcold JT and Jordan Green and Bryce Wilson, and just seeing the whole fellow YAGI Nation. And that was definitely a really cool experience to see for sure. And I was talking to everybody there. Usually I'm a very reserved, introverted type of person, but man, I definitely felt like an introvert at this event. I was talking to everybody. We got some really good workouts in there too. I was doing quite a bit of pull-ups. I was showing the guys the different types of dips and different types of single arm push-ups, and different types of variations on that. I was showing off some stuff on the rings, doing the skin the cat exercise on the rings. And midway through, we got down and we did 100 push-ups, all of us, 100 push-ups. And we were going after it, man. We killed those push-ups, and we went real hard. And yeah, it was just an awesome experience to train with everybody and to feel that energy, feel the vibes. I really felt an amazing connection with everybody there. I really did, because in my hometown, and even amongst my friends, it's very hard to find people that are into self-improvement as much as I am. It's hard to find people that are, doing no fap, they're taking cold showers, they're meditating, they're working out, they're focusing on themselves, they're focusing on their mental health, their physical health, nutrition, watching what they eat, getting into a more spiritual stuff, reading books, educating themselves, and all types of different stuff. It's hard to meet people like that in real life. People that are on self-improvement, they're kind of a rare breed. It's kind of rare that you'll see people that are into that as well. And so it was really awesome to see all these people that, and a lot of them are young men, and, seeing them get into self-improvement and learning about how to live their best lives, how to become their greatest versions. I have no doubt that no matter what these guys do, they're going to succeed in life, and it's super inspiring to see all these people really working hard, are in really good shape, and they're going after it, and they're going after their goals, and, just having people with a like-minded mindset. I really felt like I belonged there, even though I didn't know the people there, when I walked in. I got to meet them, and it just felt like, we were on the same wavelength. You know what I mean? We were on the same wavelength, and we could talk about the exact same stuff that I'm interested in, and they're interested in that too. And we can chop it up about self-improvement and about the individual habits that make up self-improvement. It was a beautiful experience. It was a beautiful experience to not just see the content creators, but see the fellow Yagis, and to have amazing conversations with everybody there. And it was definitely the happiest moment of my life for sure. And I'm not exaggerating here. I was smiling the whole time. I was smiling the whole time when I was at this event, when I was doing the push-ups, when I was talking to the fellow Yagis, when I was talking to Jordan, Bryce, JT. I was smiling the whole time, because this was a rare opportunity, and I was able to meet the people that influenced me so much and have the honor of thanking them for all the great work that they did and are continuing to do, and also talk to like-minded people and to establish that connection. It was a great experience, and it's unforgettable. It's something that I will never forget. I'm going to cherish this memory for a long time. And so after we did the push-ups, we sat around in a circle, and I got to hear all the different stories about all the different guys and their struggles that they went through, and their goals and their aspirations. It was super inspiring to hear a lot of these guys' stories and see where they come from. And it was also great for me to tell my story as well and tell people about my goals and my objectives and what I went through. Because I went through a lot of trials and tribulations to get to where I am now in my self-improvement journey. And it's taken me a long time, but now my work is paying off in 2022. I've made so many leaps and strides in my self-improvement journey ever since I started. And it was so awesome to just like tell my story. And a lot of the people there, they said I'm very well spoken. Jordan, he told me that I'm very well spoken, and it was awesome to get that feedback. And a lot of the people, they talked to me afterwards, and they were talking to me about how just looking at me and looking at how I speak and how I communicate, they would have never noticed that I struggled with social anxiety in the past, which I dealt with very severely. I could barely talk to anybody. I could barely approach anybody. Even like going out to run errands or make phone calls was difficult for me. And I would often stutter and stumble over my words. And it was just very difficult for me to socialize and communicate with others. But over the last year, I've been really working hard on my social skills. I've had some ups, I've had some downs, but gradually I've just been challenging myself to more and more and more challenging things. Just starting out with going outside more often, and then going to joining a martial arts gym and like talking to new people and like communicating with different kinds of individuals that I've never met before. And finally getting to the point where I can just approach somebody and say, hey, how are you doing? Like, here's my name. What are you up to? And just kind of starting a conversation that way, and just approaching people cold and just having the confidence to talk to someone who's a stranger that you don't know and building a connection. That's super important. Social skills are so important. And it was so amazing to get that feedback that, people thought that I was a natural. They thought that I had always been that way, that I have always been an effective communicator, that I have always been someone who can speak very well. But in reality, I had to work towards this. I had to work on this for over a year to get to where I am now. I had to put in all that work and like face so many things that made me nervous, but I made it happen. And I'm not even done yet. There's so much more that I want to achieve with my life. There's so many other goals that I want to accomplish within my life. So this is not the end. I have not reached the finish line. There's so much more that I want to do to challenge my social skills and to become the best communicator that I can. And I want to level up my social skills to 100. That's what I want to do. You know how in a video game you have individual skills and it's like 1 to 100? I want to get my social skills to 100. Just like, for example, the one-handed sword skill in Skyrim, 1 to 100. I want to get my speech skills to 100. Life is like a video game, and perhaps I'll make some future videos about that, but I approach life with this mentality that life is a video game and that you can progressively overload everything. And so I try to level up every single day and like level up in, all the different areas of my life, whether it be Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, lifting weights, building muscle, getting my nutrition on point, leveling up my social skills, leveling up my IT skills, leveling up my studying skills, my academic skills, whatever the case may be. I'm always about leveling up. And so yeah, a lot of the people there gave me that feedback that I'm very well spoken. You know, Jordan Green, he told me that I'm a very well spoken individual, and that definitely means a lot to get feedback from him and to get feedback from all the fellow Yagis that I have indeed made leaps and strides in my journey to become more socially skilled. And perhaps in a future video, I will talk about that. And so the event was planned to be 3 hours actually, but the event turned out to be 7 hours in total, I believe. So we started at 5 p.m. and we ended pretty close to midnight at 11 p.m. And even though by the end of it, I was tired, I was hungry, I wanted to stay there as long as possible to keep absorbing the vibe. And I just wanted to stay and like keep talking to people and like keep getting inspiration and motivation, kind of bouncing off my ideas to my fellow Yagis, and just like talking to all these different people that are on self-improvement as well. It was a very rare opportunity and a very special opportunity at that to communicate with like-minded people. And so I had such a great time there. And then after that event, the next day I went on a full day bus tour, and I went to go see different areas of Beverly Hills and all that. I went to go see Rodeo Drive, see a bunch of different celebrities' houses that I honestly forgot like which house belonged to who. Like, I have a bunch of different pictures of like different houses, but I kind of forgot like whose house is whose because I don't really follow celebrities all that closely. But yeah, took a bunch of different pictures of that, and just kind of exploring all the different areas. And I got to see this beautiful view of the whole city from this top of this hill or this mountain or whatever. And there was kind of an observatory area, not the Griffith Observatory, but kind of like a different observatory area, kind of like a little park area where we got to see the city. And I got to see the beach from there, and I got a few photos that I took, and it was such a beautiful view to like see the city, see the skyline, and like see the freeway, and like see all these, like just seeing city stretched out for miles and miles and miles. I mean, me being from a smaller city, I've never seen anything like it, and it just kind of showed me how expansive the world is. You know what I mean? Like how much I don't know. It kind of showed me how much I don't know about the world, and just how big it is and how expansive it is, and how much adventure there is to be had. And so after that, I trained Jiu-Jitsu, which I mentioned previously, and then I flew home. And yeah, that kind of concludes my whole story about this journey. And definitely something that I've learned throughout this whole journey is that I was able to keep a very relaxed mindset throughout this whole trip. And the reason why was because I had this mindset of constantly affirming to myself that I'm going to be running into a lot of things that I'm going to be doing for the first time. I'm going to be, doing things that I don't have much expertise in, a lot of things that I may not know how to do, and I may run into problems, but that's okay because I will figure it out, and in the end of the day, I will be okay. And that's the kind of thing that I was affirming to myself every single day when I was on vacation and on the days leading up to it. And I believe that having this mindset manifested into my reality. As a believer of the law of attraction, I believe that your thoughts become your reality, and what you think about, what you visualize, and what you tell yourself constantly, your mind is going to absorb that, and it's going to reflect in how you perceive your reality. And so you have to be very important about how you think about things and how you conceive things in your mind. And so by being able to go on this trip and to do everything in a relaxed manner, and I think part of it was being in a big city you're never really the center of attention. You kind of blend in with the crowd, and you're never really like the center of attention, because people, they're busy, they got their own stuff going on, and more likely than not, most of the people you see are going to forget you. And in a sense, I feel like as an introvert, that was very liberating, because I don't like to be the center of attention. And just being able to kind of go to a big city and experience that different vibe and all that, it helped me feel a little bit more free and feel very relaxed and not anxious about the whole thing. In fact, I feel like I'm more anxious at home than I am when I travel somewhere else, interestingly enough. I feel more comfortable when I'm a stranger in a new place. So that's definitely something very interesting to see. But the fact that I was constantly affirming to myself that I'm going to figure it out. No matter what happens, I will figure it out. No matter what problems I run into, I'll figure it out and I'll be okay. Constantly having that mindset made it so that I was so relaxed throughout this whole vacation. I had zero anxiety throughout this whole thing. And one great thing to also mention is that I was able to study and like write essays and get things done academically while still going on vacation at the same time. And so I'm very proud of myself for doing that too. I was productive. I got a lot of exercise in, did a lot of new things, got out of my comfort zone, and experienced new things that I can't do in the Midwest, but I can do in the West Coast. And I got to experience all that. It was super fun. It was super educational, and I'm looking forward to having more experiences when I travel, and to go out there, whether alone or with someone else, having that solo travel experience and to see the world and to experience new cities, new states, new countries, and see everything in person and talk to people from different locations. It can be a very eye-opening experience, and it definitely expanded my horizons quite a bit. And I got to see the different culture that California has compared to the Midwest, and it was a very educational experience, to say the least. I learned a lot, and I had a great time. And the YAGI Nation meetup was definitely the highlight of it, definitely the happiest moment in my life. And so, with that being said, I will talk to you all next time. So if you would like to find more content from me, just go look up my channel, Eclectic Improvement. If you'd like to stay on the lookout for new content, subscribe, hit the bell icon if you'd like, and you will be notified when I upload a new video. Also check out my podcast, the Eclectic Improvement Podcast, which is available on Audible, Spotify, Stitcher, and anywhere else podcasts can be found. Thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. I'm very grateful for you. And with that being said, I'm out.